So that we could go in and
I said, sure, I was done.
Oh, you do? Yeah. Okay.
What's up, revolutionaries?
Yeah, then just join us. Okay. We're doing stuff all the time.
Okay, good.
All right.
I'll definitely check it out.
We are here at Tribal Cafe in
Hey, how's it going?
Los Angeles, District 34. This is the Kenneth Mejia for Congress meet and greet, forum, signature gathering.
Did he tell me what?
Kenneth is a Green running for the seat that Javier Bacerra vacated here in California. Is currently up for grabs here in Los Angeles, District 34, U.S. Congress District 34. Of course, Javier Bacerra became Attorney General here in California, and the seat is now open. And there's a special election. It's an open primary, and it's in April 4th, I believe it is, and I'll get that exact date when I talk to some folks here. April 4th, and it's a top two kind of a deal. And Kenneth is the only Green. And there's 20 candidates running in this primary for this seat, which is District 34 here in California.
I wish I could do more.
Oh, that's really
Am I good?
Yeah, that's the I can the healthy It's for single parent.
Dude, we have maybe 5 to 10,000.
Yeah, so far like 10,000 are interested.
Yeah.
No, because we're building a support.
It's not
like
me,
that
it's
base.
all of us. We're all gonna be.
Although I mean, we need something as a counter to the neoliberal, consensus. That's I mean, I wrote you in because Bacerra supported Clinton, right? Clinton oversaw the deportations of millions of people while destabilizing countries like Honduras, Guatemala, and stuff like that. And then she goes on TV and says that the children don't deserve to stay.
Send them back. And she was responsible for destabilizing.
So Javier Bacerra tells me he's for immigrant rights and he supports her. No,
Exactly.
you're done. You're done on my list.
Yeah.
So I didn't vote for any Democrats that supported Clinton. I left all those. My ballot mostly was just one Democrat, and I would just leave those blank. I wouldn't vote for any of them because if you support Clinton, you're supporting murder, you're supporting genocide, you're supporting right-wing coups in Honduras, you're supporting the murder of Gaddafi. When he was no hero, but for God's sakes, I mean, like you go overthrow the country and and millions of people. You're no friend of mine. So, but you're not about that.
No, not at all.
You're not about that. So this is why we support you.
You know, Kenneth, we've seen a big sort of almost a takeover of the Democratic Party here in California by Bernie Krats, at least with the popular, with the grassroots, the lower level of the delegates. But you've decided to run as a Green.
Yeah.
And but you were a Democrat before. You ran as a Democrat before. So why did you decide to run as a Green?
Like you said, many of us became Democrat to support Bernie. A lot of people are actually independents. Half of the country is not even a registered party.
Right.
And I think that goes to show that we all went them to fight for something we needed, which was Bernie was fighting for healthcare, for peace, not war, for education as a right. And what we saw over time is, all right, well, let's give Bernie a chance. And then we saw them shut him down. And then Bernie exposed them, but we were like, oh no, let's give them a chance because maybe Bernie could change them. And we saw the record exposed. We saw what the Democratic Party has done. They've deported millions of people. They passed a crime bill. They deregulated Wall Street.
Bombed countries.
Exactly. And we thought, it's going to change with Bernie.
Well, and even this immigration flap going on right now. This was something that was started back in 2015.
Exactly. With Obama. Right.
Yeah.
With Operation Gatekeeper with Bill Clinton.
Exactly.
Right.
Obama created the infrastructure to make it easier now for Trump to even expedite the deportations, even make it faster.
And the drone program is on autopilot, essentially.
So long story short, 70% of people want a new option. And this LA is ripe for that. So that's why we're here. We're representing the Green Party. If you look at their platform, it actually makes sense. you know, to all the people watching there who are Democrats who are scared, don't be scared. Let's make history, and it can happen right here. Help us out, you know.
And what are we doing here tonight? What is this for?
We're here doing like a meet and greet, talking to constituents, and then we're also basically signing people up to basically be on the ballot. So we need.
You need so many signatures.
322 signatures to be on the. Hey, thank you guys. We need 322 signatures, and they only gave us 4 days, or pay $1,740. So that's not right. That just goes to show that the establishment is trying to go for people who have the money, which we don't have, but we have the people.
Right.
And we're going to announce later how much signatures we have. It's a good amount, and we're going to prove people wrong. We're here to fight. You know, we have the people.
And to all the Bernie crats that they did, they went back to the Democratic Party. So a lot of them are our friends, our colleagues. We're still going to work with them around the issues.
Right.
We're going to organize with them. We're going to lock arms.
Well, it's going to take a coalition, really.
Yeah. We're going to strike together. We're going to, but we made it clear that we're not going to rebuild the Democratic Party after what happened, after what they did, the history. And I've always organized independently of the Democratic Party for 20 plus years around the issues. We got stuff done, and I work with Democrats. But we want to give more people, like Kenneth said, more options. In a true democracy, people have more options. They don't have just two choices. They have, and it's like in a true democracy, if you have more options, if you have more parties that are viable, that are the options of what people could get, it's a lot harder for corporations and the billionaires to manipulate our political system.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
So that's why we want to build the Green Party. We want to do it grassroots, bottom up. And I think Kenneth's campaign in his election will be the first beginning of something bigger. Hopefully a movement for a third party. And we think that it's not just going to be the Green Party. Is going to be a coalition of all these independent groups coming together.
Oh, absolutely. But we need to break the duopoly. We need some more green or independent representation in Congress.
Yeah, and
so I think this is a perfect.
And we want to work with the Bernie crats that want to go in and change but we feel that that's a dead end strategy. Going in and we feel that the Democratic Party. It's not that they lack progressives. They've always had progressives, especially after the 1960s. They got a lot of progressives to go into.
Yeah, but after Bill Clinton, they went Wall Street.
Yeah, actually, and neoliberalism and everything. So
I mean, look at Kamala Harris here in California with the Munchin situation,
so
not prosecuting.
We feel that the answer is not that the Democratic Party needs more progressive. The problem is that the party itself has lost its progressiveness. It's
unsavable. Unsavable.
So we feel that the best option will be to form an alternative third party.
And with a coalition with the Bernie crats.
Yes. To work around the issues, to fight against Trump.
I think it's a good plan. What's your name? Fernando. Dave. Awesome.
From the East Side Greens.
East Side Greens. Very good. Very good. This is a green event. We're here for Kenneth Mejia, who is running for the 34th district here in California. A meet and greet. We're going to go inside. Nice job.
Hey. We decided that we are. And now I'm meeting people like you guys. Every time I meet other supporters that are also progressive, like in some other movement, I get stoked because for a minute it felt like, oh, they're all just going to jump on the bandwagon of the guy just because he worked for the campaign. That's just good marketing, and that reminds me of Barack Obama.
Right.
Like good marketing. That's not revolutionary.
Exactly.
Why are our revolutionary friends like going to sleep?
Yes, exactly. Not all of them are. Not all of them.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
How long have you guys been with us?
I've been following you, I think, since the beginning of you on Facebook, just liking and sharing. I watched during your homeless outreach and the delivering of the food and the blankets, and I've been, of course, I'm going to go to the event on Saturday, and then when I saw that this was happening, I'm like, okay, well, we have to go.
So this is your first time to tell us to our face.
Yeah. And I just signed up.
We're excited about it.
Totally. Stoked to be here.
Yeah.
You're here, and we're totally gonna.
And you guys moved to our district.
Yeah.
And we're gonna door knock in Mount Washington.
Totally.
gonna be
Oh yeah.
amazing.
We're looking forward to hiking.
York Boulevard
We're
is
looking
gonna be
forward to
packed.
hiking up there.
Everywhere is going to be Kenneth Mejia. And those voter registration form things that you can get from the county registrar. I never ordered or registered people to vote ever before Bernie Sanders.
Same here.
So I did full board, did the whole thing. We were, on the book, Our Revolution book. If you open the front cover, we're in there.
Yeah.
We were at the Barker Hangar behind him in the thing.
I went to that. It was amazing.
Standing up there
We got
behind
bad news that night, and yet
but
it
we
was
were
amazing.
still there. It was still incredible. It was amazing. It was amazing. Then I got off the air the next day. Because
I got into some major disagreements with really close friends who shocked me. I remember I was like,
Happened constantly.
I was like, one of them was the gays. When I first realized there were gays for Hillary, I was like, how is this possible? Like, you guys know what it takes to create a movement and make it succeed? Like, really?
it's a two-party system. I felt like that was the only thing left.
One of them was my San Francisco sister. I'm like, you live in San Francisco. You guys calm down. And I mean, really?
Yeah, a lot of people don't pay as much attention as maybe others. And I mean, I knew her record and what she did and what she stood for and how she sold fracking all over the world. And I couldn't possibly vote
Basta.
for that. There was no way. And after how the DNC screwed us, and all of our friends know it, for all the world to know, and they still voted for it.
Yes, amazing.
Because of the
Oh, and we were Greens that became Democrats to help the movement.
You're progressive.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We voted. I'm a proud Nader voter.
This is the second time I voted for Jill, and yeah, we voted
You
for
guys
her.
were informed. I was on the Obama train,
Yeah.
and
Oh.
I was in love with it.
The first time I was, and then I went, oh no, fuck this, fuck.
Yeah.
I kind of knew that he was a centrist. Yeah, I did. I was one of the only ones certainly in my circle that was like, oh no, he's great. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
You know,
He's
he had an
not.
opportunity in the first 2 years and fucking blew it. And then I knew it was over.
As soon as he just dropped single payer,
Yeah, when you
I'm
don't
like,
think
oh,
you're
yeah.
right off the table when you have a Democratic Congress, I'm sorry.
yeah,
You're not for me. Like Kenneth is.
right.
And we can really truly make a difference here. And we are going to help them with press releases. We're going to
Sounds
send them
good.
shit to
I've got it, and
Democracy
I've got a
Now!
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
We're on it right now.
That's why
Oh, we're live?
We're live.
give me a little support since you guys have some.
No, yeah, absolutely. We were big in the Bernie last summer, and I can work a computer, so we're trying to amplify messages. I streamed yesterday for 7 hours, all of the protests that were going on. I was finding streams all over the country and putting them up on the channel to amplify it, and I had thousands of people watch it.
Getting them out of the house.
So.
Big deal right here.
Yeah, this is my 4th show today. This is my 4th show today.
I do the same thing.
My 4th stream.
My San Francisco friend I was telling you about, I was telling her husband, no, you have to watch YouTube. And he was like, YouTube? That's where we get fake news from. I was like, no, my friend. MSNBC and CNN, they are fake also.
Absolutely.
Totally skewed.
Absolutely.
And he was like, well, yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah.
I was like, they completely skewed in favor of Hillary.
Yeah, you have to use your own judgment when you're listening to the mainstream media anyway. So it's the same
I
with
love
fake
picking up
news.
live stuff all over the internet.
And when they say fake news, what they're talking about really is these it's a bunch of kids that are putting out clickbait stuff.
Yeah. Right.
That's really what it ultimately is.
Yeah.
And it's just a way to take down Jimmy Dore and all of these TYT and anybody else that's trying to put something out there.
It meant a thing, and then like everything, it got hijacked.
Yeah,
by the mainstream.
exactly.
The term got hijacked by the mainstream.
Exactly.
The mainstream used it to, dismiss all of our voices.
Right, kind of like the Women's March getting hijacked.
Right.
But then it got rehijacked.
Yeah. Did it?
Yeah, well, they were really only expecting 50,000 people in Los Angeles.
Right.
And then another 700,000 people showed up. So, they got hijacked a little bit.
And then the people showed up.
That's the tagline right there. And then the people showed up.
Yep. So, it's very exciting. We're encouraged.
Yeah, totally.
We're encouraged by...
One of our canvassers today is working for Medicare in California, which is totally doable also.
Oh yeah, that's the we should do it. That's the main thing we should focus on.
Cannabis off of our Schedule 1. That's what I want.
We've done it. It's what are you talking about? We just legalized it.
Really legalize it.
We don't have a schedule in California.
No, it's a federal Schedule 1. But
Yeah.
if it were off, if it were somehow able to be studied by any university or any research group that wanted to study it,
That's in the law, you know.
which
64.
that they
There's
could
money.
study it?
There's money put aside for studying cannabis, medical cannabis in California. So we'll see.
Fingers crossed.
We'll see.
It's an excellent treatment for Alzheimer's disease.
Yes. We should let Donald Trump know that because I'm pretty sure he's suffering from early onset. He's got all the signs. He's got all the classic signs. We did. I talked to Kenneth outside, and we'll talk again. We are at Tribal Cafe in East LA, and this is a meet and greet for Kenneth Mejia, who is the green for. There we go. Good light. This is Kenneth Mejia meet and greet here in LA at Tribal Cafe. He's running for the 34th district, U.S. Congress, District 34, which was Javier Bacerra's seat. And this is a special election. The primary, it's an open primary in California in April. There's 20 candidates running for this seat. No, I think they're all Democrats except for Kenneth. I don't think there are any Republicans. I could be wrong about that. But most of them are corporate. There is one progressive Democrat that is running, as far as I know. But Kenneth, who has run as a Democrat in the past and supported Bernie Sanders, he has decided to run as a Green just because he believes that the Democratic Party is kaput. And I tend to agree with him. I'm staying a Democrat for now, registered in California, just so that I can sort of keep my finger on the pulse. But I've always been a Green, voted Jill Stein, voted Nader, and we're going to be working for Kenneth, at least, seeing how what he has to say. His platform is pretty much lines up with the Greens, and he's young, he's a millennial, he's a smart kid, and I'd like to see him shake up Congress a little bit and get a Green in there. We need to break the duopoly, and there's a lot of evidence that says the Democratic Party just isn't going to change. You look at the recent article about Kamala Harris and her ignoring the basically Mnuchin, criminal, should have been prosecuted in California for his bank's activities, and it was totally ignored by Kamala Harris, our new progressive senator. So all the evidence points to the Democrats are just not figuring it out. And I'm really glad that Bernie Sanders stayed independent, because he has a bully pulpit now and 45 million voters in the primary and a way to raise money. So we'll see what happens in 2020. I don't know if he'd run as a Democrat again. I don't think he has to. But it's more of the...
They never have heard of her, and they heard him speak. The first thing they asked me,